mysterious voices in a cave was not such a sound idea. Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Maybe following advice from mysterious voices in a cave was not such a sound idea.
A contender calls the champions of Ra! The champions of Ra are slain! A contender calls the champion of Danu.
Here comes trouble. Big, aggressive, emotional. Undead version of me.
The champion of Danu is slain.
I do believe I have just become a one-man regiment.
A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain! A contender calls the champions of Zeus!
I am suspicious when a bargain seems too good to be true.
The champions of Zeus are slain!
I shall have to choose my shots carefully. Only I have always done so.
for all of this? Well, I'm gonna kill whoever killed him.
Fire sale.
I hope this works. This priest, he's putting us through the room. He's not trying to kill us. I think he wants us to win.
That is a unique flavor.
Carpenter. Double points.
Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand. I know of his resolve. I believe he is still alive.
Resolve? Right. Let me tell you something, Bruno. I'm the only reason he didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on his stupid fucking adventures.
I know you're unsure if you can fully trust me, Scarlet. But your father did. Surely that counts for something.
Insta-kill.
My father disappeared from my life when I was 12. It took me a long time to come out the other side, to make my own life, figure out what I wanted to do. And then he sent me the letter.
Now this is a place worthy of tales. The inner sanctum of the evil death cult. And there, on the pillars.
Release the defiled.
You will not defeat us here!
There! Finally earned your stripes. Oh, this blood, decapitation, dismemberment. This must be a trip down memory lane for you, Bruno.
The violence of my past is where it belongs. The past. This is a fight for survival.
Insta-kill.
Es hard, culo del diablo.
Incoming extract. Watch out. He likes to throw them.
It seems the fire cannot touch the good hand. They already burn.
That smell. I'll never eat bacon again.
Come on in, Chupacarnes. Mi casa es tu casa.
advice from mysterious voices in the cave was not such a smart idea.
A contender calls the champions of Raw! The champions of Rock are slain! A contender calls the champion of Danu! Max ammo! The champion of Danu is slain! A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain!
I do believe I have just become a one-man regiment.
A contender calls the champions of Zeus!
If I had such destructive power in my youth, Paris would lie in cinders.
The champions of Zeus are slain!
I believe we are well past the point where a pistol is useful.
The trial awaits.
I am grateful Shaw makes these elixirs, but I refuse to sign his release form.
Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Last time we did this, we didn't have an audience. Oh dear, it's going to be like trying to have a pee while somebody's watching.
champions of Ra are slain. A contender calls the champion of Daru. Full power. Double points.
Oh, so I'm on the dole now, am I? Looks like my ex was right about me. Ha! I did it! And the crowd goes wild.
The champion of Danu is slain! A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain! A contender calls the champion of Zeus! The champions of Zeus are slain!
Now, this is a gun built for me. Light, quick, and given to lengthy outbursts that'll knock you dead. Well, I wanted firepower, and my prayers were answered. With a vengeance.
The trial awaits.
You know, usually when I get shortchanged, I'm in an opium den, and I don't even notice. Right now, I'm noticing. I am expected to kill an army of the dead.
Carpenter.
This insta-kill is very efficient. Very 20th century.
Fire sale.
Hot guns! 10 pesos!
You know, just firing this thing will probably shake me to pieces. But what a way to go!
That one is burned all the way down to my stomach!
Carpenter.
Bueno, back to the killing.
Fire sale.
Need a better gun? Short on cash. Get to that magic box, brother!
Carpenter.
That's not bad.
You guys enjoying the show?
The advantage is ours. Mine specifically.
Double points.
Now it burns! It burns!
Now, what did I make that one out of? Is that a hint at pituitary gland I detect?
Carpenter.
Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Last time we did this, we didn't have an audience. Oh dear, it's going to be like trying to have a pee while somebody's watching.
contender calls the champions of Raw!
This thing looks like a gun lover's dream, and a ghoul's worst nightmare.
The champions of Raw are slain! A contender calls the champion of Danu!
I'll never eat bacon again.
Max ammo!
Just thinking of some old childhood. Honestly, Alfred, you'd be horrified by all that.
The champion of Danu is slain! A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain!
Once you get past the texture... Okay, there's no getting past the texture.
A contender calls the champions of Zeus! The champions of Zeus are slain!
going to work already.
Insta-kill. Carpenter.
Magic box time. For $10, you can't go wrong.
Are chains really the best option to restrain a giant scorpion? Personally, I go with nails.
I'll cut through all of you rock jockey bastards!
Carpenter.
Yes, let it be swift and painless.
Insta-kill.
Discount guns from the bone box. Anyone need a better gat?
You know, I'm surprised these work so well. Usually my success rate is 40-60. 20-80, if I'm being honest.
Round. Good cheekbones, too. We have ourselves a winner. Tastes like cough syrup laced with apples and arsenic. The sooner we get done here, the sooner we get back to that damn cave. It waits for us behind the door.
Oh, hey, it's fizzy, like champagne. Wait, no, now it feels more like a mouthful of ants.
Rest in peace, kids.
Sure, stay close, my friend. I would not like you to lose another eye. Or any other parts of your anatomy.
Appreciated, Bruno, but I still have both eyes. It's just that one of them is a bit, nooky.
Insta-kill.
No, I do not need to be burned alive today. Thank you. Keep sending these guys. I'll keep putting them down. You know what? I like to think there's a silver lining in every pile of shit.
A brutal display.
Oh, time to cash in, people. Bang bang, cha-ching.
Belongs to this priest king. Why? That is the question. Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand.
Insta-kill.
I believe
Carpenter. Max ammo.
Resolve? Right. Let me tell you something. I'm the only reason I didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on stupid fucking adventure.
so. You ready everyone?
Well, you know what curiosity did to the cat, Bruno. It wasn't pleasant. Especially not the case I witnessed. Ghastly business. Oh, I missed my microscope. The world through that lens is far less upsetting. Oh, a lad could make a fortune selling these to warlords around the globe. Could also start a world war. I do worry a bit about damaging the surrounding architecture. This site is a gold mine.
Insta-kill.
If those goals give me 2 seconds to hear myself think, it'll be worth it.
Only the worthy endure. champions of Ra! The champions of Ra are slain! A contender calls the champion of Daru!
London man! By dead tiger! Well, I suppose there are worse obituaries.
The champion of Daru is slain!
Oh, so I'm on the dole now, am I? Looks like my ex was right about me.
A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain! A contender calls the champions of Zeus! Carpenter. The champions of Zeus are slain!
Hello, good boy. Spare some magic venom for Uncle Stanton, and he'll find a giant mutant cricket for you to munch on. Snakes alive! Where did I put my smelling salts? Oh, bugger! I must have left them in my other loincloth.
It is the only way to explain this flavor.
Well, she certainly didn't learn that from the sisters.
He's not trying to kill us. I think he wants us to win.
Carpenter.
Hammering the boards. What do they use for nails? So many questions.
Growl at me? That's what you get.
Insta-kill.
Bullets from nowhere.
Carpenter.
Okay, Shaw. This sure looks like history. That's one of your specialties, right? History?
Insta-kill.
Older than Methuselah.
Yes, make a joke about my age. Very droll. History is indeed one of my specialities. This is a gladiatorial arena. Not sure where.
That better still be alive. Hell for all of this? Well, I'm gonna kill whoever killed him.
You know, once you get past the texture... Okay, there's no getting past the texture.
Double points.
10 points to try the box? Perhaps I should try my luck. I do not like this place. It reeks of hubris of man, like Diego Chico. Only far, far worse.
Shatter their will.
Open season on Pug Uglies.
I'll never read the Jungle Book the same way again.
Shaw, stay close, my friend. I would not like you to lose another eye. Or any other parts of your anatomy.
Appreciate it, Bruno, but I still have both eyes. It's just that one of them is a bit, milky.
Insta-kill.
No! I do not need to be burned alive today. Thank you. Ow! Yep. Now there's blood in my eye. All for that.
Ha! Got you back. Consider yourself Hammurabi.
Carpenter. Double
Double or nothing it is.
Now, I have a question for you, Scarlet. You and your father are somewhat estranged, but you do seem really invested in finding him. Why?
That fucking letter.
Max ammo.
Things I need to learn more about. The only way to do that is to get him back from that fucking cult.
Alas, Sir Henry Scullington, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'll haunt you forever, you boxy little chemist! Oh, come off it. There's no need to be rude.
Insta-kill.
10 pounds per weapon! Down from 950! Now that's a discount to die for!
Carpenter.
This makes me uneasy. One does not get something for nothing.
Kidnapped the collected from these artifacts.
Break
Could they be connected to the new news?
Where's the fire? Oh, the fire's all around us.
Should have picked on someone your own size, you dumb son of a bitch. I hope they realize that was really hard. Not great for the pipes either. Way to ruin a perfectly good water feature.
I honestly hadn't realized how angry you were, and still are, Scarlet. I don't think your dad did either.
For as far back as I can remember, he filled my head with his tall tales. I was so indoctrinated that I actually believed them. Incoming axe guy! Watch out! He likes to throw them!
Put on a good show for the crowd, dear girl! After all, they're next!
Fire sale.
What else is in that mystery box?
And suddenly, he's gone. And I'm bouncing from relative to relative. Care home to care home.
Well, you know, I tried to help. At least, I think I did. Sometimes. Now and then. I did help, didn't I?
Bonus points. Max ammo.
One shot, one kill.
Fire sale.
How did these things work exactly? No, wait. Forget I asked.
Insta-kill. Insta-kill. champions of Ra are slain. A contender calls the champion of Danu.
You see him too, yes? The big nasty bloke with the hooks for claws. What? Just checking.
Carpenter. Double points.
Look out, mates! Vengeance is coming for us! Vengeance in a shiny steel helmet!
The champion of Danu is slain. The champion of Odin is slain. A contender calls the champion of Odin. A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
mysterious voices in the cave was no such a sound idea.
A contender calls the champions of Raw. The champions of Raw are slain. A contender calls the champion of Danu.
That is a unique flavor. Not good.
Full power. Double points.
I will take the points. Do not expect me to be grateful.
The champion of Danu is slain. A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain. A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
This makes me uneasy. One does not get something for nothing.
The champions of Zeus are slain.
Scoops. If you must kill him, have the stones to face him eye to eye. There is only one thing that punches harder than me. Meet Le Fossil. He is our new best friend.
The trial awaits.
This should do the job nicely. Actually, it will be the opposite of nice. A pistol. A fucking pistol. I am trying very hard not to take this personally.
Double points.
I'm no charity case, but I'll take these all day long. Tastes like cough syrup laced with apples and arsenic.
Honestly, Helfrich, is horrified by all of it. Possibly should have taken the little scalp off the bottle before I reused it.
Marcel.
You know, that box really needs to work on its sales pitch.
Carpenter.
That's it. Keep out the riffraff.
Double points.
Sure. Stay close, my friend. I would not like you to lose another eye. Or any other parts of your anatomy.
Appreciate it, Bruno, but I still have both eyes. It's just that one of them is a bit, milky.
Carpenter.
Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand. I know of his resolve. I believe he is still alive.
Resolve? Right.
Carpenter.
I'm the only reason he didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on his stupid fucking adventures. You know what? You can send as many of those as you want. The order. The ones who keep on
As a soldier, I never questioned where my gun came from.
Insta-kill. So, you ready to tell me what happened to your eye? I am still curious, Shaw.
Well, you know what curiosity did to the cat, Bruno. It wasn't pleasant. Especially not the case I witnessed.
Insta-kill.
Big business. Ah, watch out! Open fire! Crikey, I nearly roasted my chestnuts! Hey! Didn't we just kill that hefty bloke with the axes?
Monstrous.
Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Maybe following advice from mysterious voices in a cave was not such a sound idea.
A contender calls the champions of Ra! The champions of Ra are slain! A contender calls the champion of Daru!
I got worse. Full power. See why the others don't play.
Double points! Bonus points! The champion of Daru is slain! A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain! Kaboom! A contender calls the champions of Zeus! The champions of Zeus are slain!
D'accord, I will take it, but I do not have to like it.
A trial awaits.
There is only one thing that punches harder than me. Meet les fossiles. These are the best.
I think he wants us to win.
Carpenter.
Anyone up for investing in weaponry? Ah! The crowd wants entertainment? Well, here you fucking go!
I do not
Double
like this
points.
place. It reeks of the hubris of man.
Carpenter.
Diego's cheap cologne. Only far, far worse.
I will take it. Hey, but do not think for a minute that I can be bought.
Like finding a full wallet. And
Max
no,
ammo.
I'm not returning it.
Fire sale.
Tastes like cough syrup laced with apples and arsenic.
Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand. I know of his resolve. I believe he is still alive.
Resolve? Right. Let me tell you something, Bruno. I'm the only reason he didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on his stupid fucking adventures.
Double points. Carpenter.
They say money cannot buy happiness. I say everything else is for sale.
Well done, Scarlet! If we must fight this war, then hold nothing back!
This temple seems far older than the Colosseum above it. What happened here?
Tastes like
Insta-kill.
cognac, mixed with the tears of torture victims.
Turn loose the British!
One less tiger. I'm sure they'll make more.
Oh, this blood, decapitation, dismemberment. This must be a trip down memory lane for you, Bruno.
The violence of my past is where it belongs. The past.
Insta-kill.
The fight for survival. How many giants with axes can this place throw at us? Huh?
Insta-kill.
Thousands of adoring fans chanting my name. This place just gets me. You're wearing a little more makeup than usual, Scarlet. In all honesty, I think it only distracts from
Insta-kill.
Didn't ask your opinion, Diego.
Double points.
Can't find any more paint? There's some more.
Bonus points.
Don't mind if I do. I wish I knew how that works. I'll build one myself.
You're fast, Bruno. That must be so hard. I am very proud of mine. Remind me to tell you of my experiences during the Battle of Speedrunning.
Insta-kill.
Would you continue the story, Petit Mexican? I will swiftly remind you what I am capable of.
Carpenter.
Diego. Really, who can blame them?
Unleash the onslaught.
Ramenez sûr! We are ready!
So do I get some cheers for this, or what? I hope they realize that was not great for the pipes either. Way to ruin a perfectly good water feature.
I know you're unsure if you can fully trust me, Scarlet. But your father did. Surely that counts for something.
Insta-kill.
My father...
Double points.
It took me a long time to come out the other side. To make my own life. Figure out what I wanted to do. And he sent me along. Yeah, fucker.
You would have been at home in the Foreign Legion,
Carpenter.
mademoiselle. If we accept
Ourselves.
Stop and help you look. Has the world's greatest spy spied anything useful?
It's funny that you ask. I noticed strange markings on the floor of the chamber when we first arrived. They may have usefulness.
Carpenter. Ourselves. Bonus points.
This makes me uneasy. One does not get something for nothing.
Insta-kill.
I swear, gobbled beef would taste better than this.
Release the defiled.
That's what mindless rage gets you. A mindless death.
My friends, do not let me become like this poor creature.
Max ammo.
Keep them coming, Goldilocks.
If you and your father are so far apart, why do you seek to reconcile now?
I'm not looking for reconciliation. I just want to be in charge of my own life.
That is no ordinary tree. I would wager it is fed by more than fertile soil and fresh water. I'm good with plants. I know this.
Again, he has run. And again, I must cut him down. You, the old citizen. And the
Corruption consumes!
for all my sins, the payment has come. I am sorry, Messi. I had always put this alone.
Corruption persists!
Look out for shots! Okay, clear!
Not so bad. More bullets, more bloodshed. This is my life. Welcome to it.
Danu has been appeased.
Gods are never appeased. That artifact the priest had. I have seen its like before.
A sacrificial
Hold it
offering
and
for Ra.
feed it to him. May he shit it out sideways.
Another sacrifice in the name of Ra. Solve the riddle and receive the Sun God's judgment. Insta-kill.
Get him while the getting's good!
Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Maybe following advice from mysterious voices in the cave was not such a smart idea.
A contender calls the champions of Raw!
Simple, effective, straight to the point. My kind of girl.
A contender calls the champion of Danu! The champions of Ra are slain!
Here comes trouble. Big, aggressive, emotional. Undead version of me.
Power! Double points! The champion of Danu is slain!
So, aim for the heads. Easy enough.
A contender calls the champion of Odin! The champion of Odin is slain! A contender calls the champions of Zeus!
So double points. As it should be.
The champions of Zeus are slain!
In the Legion, when the ammo ran low, we learned well-placed shots can defeat an army. I swear, Gammon beast is better than this.
The trial awaits!
Now my throat is starting to itch.
Max ammo!
They say money cannot buy happiness. I say
Carpenter.
everything else is for sale.
Ugh. Tastes like cough syrup laced with apples and arson.
Kaboom! Max ammo!
Got you with a hammer. Objection! Overruled!
Yeah.
Carpenter!
I hope this works. These things go through ammo fast. But its glory lasts.
Insta-kill!
Insta-kill is very efficient. Very 20th century.
Insta-kill!
All should be thoroughly cleaned beforehand.
I wonder if John don't have Carpenter. It is the only way to explain this flavor.
This temple seems far older than the Colosseum above it. What happened here?
I hope they realize how it's still inside. Not great for the pipes either. Way to ruin a perfectly good water feature.
I prefer dogs to cats. Today,
I used to have a rule. No children, no animals. It seems I'll kill anything now.
you're wearing a little more makeup than usual, Scarlet. In all honesty, I think it only detracts from your natural beauty.
Didn't ask your opinion, Diego, but your face painted is an improvement. You should put more on. If you can't find any more paint,
Insta-kill!
You're killing me with this fire! Ah, it's hot as el culo del diablo!
I swear I'm gonna catch that axe and shove it up your ass. first? The rot jockeys or Shaw's elixirs?
Plenty of things to kill. Thousands of adoring fans chanting my name. This place just gets me.
Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand. I know of his resolve. I believe he is still alive.
Resolve? Right. Let me tell you. I'm the only reason he didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on a stupid fucking adventure. Barbecue time! Give me strength. Or at least a stronger stomach.
Stop wrenching!
We meet again, Destroy.
Insta-kill!
Look what you made me do. Cacabio. Look what you
I'm gonna kill whoever killed him.
Insta-kill!
Where I'm from, that would be mass ammo.
Scarlet's rage is impressive, but I fear he is twisting down a path I know all too well.
Carpenter! Fire sale! Kaboom!
I myself have drifted far too close to the flame.
Your dumb face aside, we've got more important things to worry about than how we look. Has the world's greatest spy spied anything useful?
It's funny that you ask. I noticed
Bonus
the
points!
chamber where we first arrived.
Double points!
They may have usefulness.
No more tigers, s'il vous plaît.
Carpenter!
I will take all the hell by myself. More tigers? Oh, they are just basic.
Insta-kill!
Don't know why I thought the elixirs would
Double points!
Like moths to the flame.
Max ammo!
Blood, decapitation, dismemberment. This must be a trip down memory lane for you, Bruno.
The violence of my past is where it belongs. The past. This is a fight for survival.
Bonus points!
Drop them all, my friends! Quick as you can!
Carpenter!
Need a better gun? Short on cash? Get to that magic box pronto!
Don't mind me. I'm just clearing out the riffraff.
Unleash the onslaught!
Full power.
Max ammo!
Another jumping bean! There is only so much Diego to go around.
Stay down, Stabby.
Quiet now. You fought well, and your pain has ended.
Max ammo!
More bullets, more bloodshed. This is my life. You are welcome to it.
I get the feeling you are ashamed of your past, Bruno. That must be so hard. I am very proud of mine. Remind me to tell you of my experiences during the Battle of Ciudad Juarez.
Should you continue the story, Petit Mexican, I will swiftly remind you what I am capable of.
Double points.
I once made love on a tiger skin rock.
Carpenter.
Watch it! This one's a walking Tesla coil. Let him have it! All of it! Scream at someone who gives a shit!
No! Good. Let me go. I am not ready. Not ready to burn!
The corruption consumed.
I would not say that this is hell, but sure as hell isn't good.
The corruption persists. The cleansing must be complete.
Gun without bullets is just a big paperweight. Good for bludgeoning, but little else.
Danu has been appeased.
Whether mortal woman, mother god, Diego Negara aims to please.
That artifact the priest had. I have seen its like before.
A sacrificial offering for Ra.
They shit it out sideways. Only a coward hides his face this way.
Another sacrifice in the name of Ra. Another sacrifice in the name of Ra. Solve the riddle and receive the Sun God's judgment. Insta-kill.
Okay. That didn't taste like anything. Only throw it away.
Bruno, was that you?
Insta-kill. slain!
Could have used a few of these in Morocco. I am grateful Shaw makes these elixirs, but I is the least. Here comes trouble. Big, aggressive, emotional. mysterious voices in a cave was not such a smart idea. The audience revels in our plight. We are just entertainment to them. They want us to fight to the death. Then they will cheer.
A contender calls the champions of Raw. The champions of Raw are slain. A contender calls the champion of Daru. The champion of Daru is slain. A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain. A contender calls the champions of Zeus. The champions of Zeus are slain.
D'accord, I will take it, but I do not have to like it. I carried one of these when I was in the Paris gang. They should have called me Buckshot Bruno. I shall have to choose my shots carefully. If only I had always done so.
Bring me your huddled masses, yearning to be fried!
Carpenter.
Sounds like I just got a pay raise!
Fire sale.
Okay. That didn't taste like anything.
Hooray for us! Move to them!
I swear,
Carpenter.
double piece would taste better than this.
Is that a hint of coconut I taste?
Carpenter.
I think it is.
Fire sale.
£10 per weapon! Down from $9.50! Now that's a discount to die for!
That's one of your specialties, right? Even if it's just because you're older than Methuselah.
Yes, make a joke about my age. How very
Carpenter.
History is indeed one of my specialities. This is a gladiatorial arena. Not sure where. Oh, my metaphorical cup runneth over.
Scarlet, I know of your father's experiences with the supernatural firsthand. I know of his resolve. I believe he is still alive.
Resolved? Right. Let me tell you something. I'm the only reason he didn't squander the entirety of the family fortune on his stupid fucking adventures.
At least the walls are on our side.
The scourge slaughters all.
Carpenter. Double pipe sounds even better. Now, I have a question for you, Scott. You and your father are somewhat estranged, but you do seem really invested in finding him. Why?
That fucking letter. He told me this.
I'm grateful Sean makes these elixirs, but
The only way to
I
do that is to get him
refuse to
back
sign
from that
this
fucking
release.
cult. Ah, yes. Flame jumps from the ground. Neat parlor trick, yeah.
A vicious display.
Holy shit! This Scorpion isn't indigenous, is it? Best not turn over any rocks. Well, at least the axe guys have the good sense to cover their rotten faces. Don't know why I thought the elixirs would taste better here.
I know you're unsure if you can't fully trust me, Scarlet. But your father did. Surely that counts for something.
My father disappeared from my life when I was 12. It took me a long time to come out the other side.
Insta-kill. Arson.
Well, I was never one to pass up free lunch.
Wow! Gotta make sure this thing never gets loose.
Unleash the onslaught.
Let's see what you got. So do I get some cheers for this, or what?
Again, the Axeman comes. And again, I must chop him down.
Max ammo.
Free ammunition for me is like open back.
contender calls the champions of Ra. The champions of Ra are slain. A contender calls the champion of Danu.
I have to shoot. Clearly, I am still paying. Full power. A carpenter wants all points. Smash these hands with his own hammer. That is it. End of story.
The champion of Danu is slain. A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain. A contender calls the champions of Zeus. Full power. The champions of Zeus are slain.
In the Legion, when the ammo run low, we learn well-placed shots can defeat an army.
Hold on. This does not feel like a dream. Are we actually here?
Last time we did this, we didn't have an audience. Oh dear, it's going to be like trying to have a pee while somebody's watching.
A contender calls the champions of Raw. The champions of Raw are slain. A contender calls the champion of Danu. Full power.
Oh, hello!
Double points.
You eviscerate me with those claws. You see, my intestines... I have acid reflux!
The champion of Danu is slain. A contender calls the champion of Odin. The champion of Odin is slain. A contender calls the champions of Zeus.
Sulfur, charcoal, potassium nitrate. Ooh, I can make gunpowder if you're hiring. In the, Max Ammo factory.
The champions of Zeus are slain. The trial awaits.
Yes, I know what you do. As soon as I lob you off, you'll stomp around the battlefield like Billy Big Balls.
Fire sale.
This instant kill is very efficient. Very 20th century.
It tastes like cough syrup raised
Full power.
Oh, hey, it's fizzy, like champagne.
Carpenter.
Wait, no, now it feels more like a mouthful of ants.
I should really ask Shaw for his medical license.
Carpenter.
I don't know what'll kill me first. The rot jockeys or Shaw's elixirs. Okay, Shaw.